Hello and welcome to our wildlife highlights from April 9th through April 15th of 2023. I've added a second camera with a wide lens to the arsenal, so we'll be seeing more wide shots like this moving forward. Here we have Teresa feeding her chicks in the nest. As you can see, they are getting much bigger, and their little necks are able to stretch out much farther as they attempt to gather nourishment from Mama. We'll see more of this coming up shortly. Here's Terry hanging out after making a food drop for Teresa and the babies. He's just looking around to make sure everything's safe for his family. Have you ever seen a red-tailed hawk scratch its head? Now you have. A house wren singing. A California towhee. A hooded oriole. These birds are rare in my area, and I only see them in spring and summer, so this was a pleasant surprise. This is Terry and Teresa chasing a red-tailed hawk away from their nesting area. I'll leave a link to the full video in the description. Another rare sight. I see turkey vultures fly overhead almost daily, but I never see them perched. They ended up flying to a nearby tree where they hung out for a while. Here we see Terry and Teresa leaving their nest for a few minutes, and if we zoom in, we see the chicks pop their heads up looking for food. After a few minutes, both parents return, and Teresa feeds her babies. A couple more towhees. Here's Terry making some common raven sounds. I'm not sure who he's communicating with here. A few minutes later, Terry finds an updraft where he gains significant altitude without even flapping his wings. Fast forwarding about a minute later, he reaches an altitude so high that he's barely visible. Even on a large screen, it's hard to see him at this height. An Anna's hummingbird feeding. Another zoomed-in shot of Teresa feeding her babies after a handoff from Terry. A couple of acorn woodpeckers. Here's another one hanging out on a dried-up agave stalk. An Allen's hummingbird. I'm using the wide lens here to show Terry foraging for food and a spot that recently held water. Using the zoom lens, we can get a closer view. A house wren singing. Watch it catch an insect in midair. Terry giving us a flyby. Now that I have a second camera, I can give you a glimpse behind the scenes. On my left shoulder, I'm carrying a tripod with the A camera and a zoom lens attached to it. I'm using the wide lens to show the terrain I hike through while looking for a place to set up and grab shots. We'll end things today by using the second camera to show a sunset being captured with the A camera and a zoom lens. That's it for today. Subscribe for more wildlife content coming your way.